Hi, I'm Peter Haddock, and I'm here at the CPA conference and talking to the panelists of the challenges in the industry that we've just had. And James, you have been talking a lot with the panelists about technology, about things like AI, about the whole industry and actually how we lag behind, almost the bottom of the pile. I think you mentioned the fishing industry is more technology savvy than we are in construction, according to the industries. And so tell us about how we can change that and what are the things and the simple things we can do in your opinion?
I think the thing is to have some confidence in the technology and start to see some benefits. If people see benefits, then the enthusiasm to invest grows, right?
Yeah.
So it's about using technology to derive some short-term wins. Maybe that lies with understanding the data you already have within your business, being able to leverage what you already have, take some insights from that, and then use that data to be more successful. As soon as you start seeing some returns, confidence will grow, industry will start to adopt that.
And I think what's really interesting about that is we've talked about data, and data really is not the word, it is data-driven insight.
Exactly.
But really, folks, that's information going to the right person in real time, hopefully in certain respects, that can make a decision right there and then based on that informed information that's come through to us.
Exactly that. And the truth is, that data probably already resides somewhere in the business. They just can't see it in a timely fashion, in a way that they can engage and take those insights from it. So if we can work with those organisations to gather data, aggregate data, and present that back to them in a fashion where they can engage with it in a real-time basis and make some changes in their organisation for the better, then that's really what we want to try and achieve.
I mean, one of the panelists said to me today, we're talking about fuel, right? So the amount of fuel you use is a focus on actually the carbon impact. So sometimes it's as simple as that, and knowing where that fuels were used and all the rest of it. Other times people were talking about the fleet management now as we get into a changing economy. And again here it was about saying, have I got the right fleet?
Exactly.
Have I got the things that people want right now? And if not, what do I do about it? Because every day a piece of equipment sat in the yard, it's depreciating in value and it's not making anything. So those are some of the challenges that they face with fleet management nowadays as well.
Exactly that. So what fleet have I got? Is it a mixed fleet? If it's a mixed fleet, what product lines are more successful than others? Can I see that? Can I understand that? Should I have more of that type of fleet and less of this type of fleet? If I want to dispose of some of that fleet, where should I dispose of it? How should I dispose of? What's it worth? What's it worth in the UK, across Europe, over in the States? Where's the best place for me to dispose of that fleet? So bringing together these disparate islands of information and pulling that together in one place so people can interact with it, I think that's the key in context of them running their business. As you said, fleet management. I acquire an asset, I operate that asset, I rent it out, it needs to be utilised, it needs to give me good rental yield, and then at some point I need to dispose of that asset. So bringing all that data into one place to make informed decisions.
And we've seen with the pandemic, we had a problem with manufacturing, so we had a problem with the supply. That has now gone away, with the supply of equipment.
It's easy for sure.
But the thing that we learned then as well is that some of the newer equipment we can actually keep for longer if we look after it properly. And if we look at some of the technology and alerts that are coming through around, look, I'm not so healthy as a machine, but also around how you get the right parts and the right things in the right place to actually get what is a limited resource, which is the mechanical support, the engineers on site, the mechanics in the whole of the setup of the industry are very, very rare now. We need a lot more of them, aren't we? So it's all about how you look at the people piece and the technology piece together and utilise that in a holistic way.
Getting the most out of the people that you have, deploying their skills so that they're doing the job that they're good at, as opposed to administrating and dealing with tasks that aren't their skill set. So as you quite rightly said, equipment is freeing up after COVID, so prices are starting to come down slightly, but haven't gone back to where they started pre-COVID. So equipment costs are still high, interest rates are still high. As a result of that, as you quite rightly say, companies are holding on to their equipment for longer, and they need to operate that machine for longer, and that brings with it additional costs in terms of service and maintenance. And what they need to do is make sure they can maintain that equipment more effectively, and the people, those service technicians, are fixing those machines effectively, so the machine is back out being utilised and earning money. We spend a lot of time helping people with those processes.
And I think, for me, it's still a really exciting time at the moment. We are seeing, the industry change slightly from those things you mentioned, but we're also seeing that as an opportunity to literally drive a big excavator straight through the digital piece and come out of it with the things in the bucket, folks, that I would want to see if I'm a mechanic, that I'd want to see if I'm a fleet manager, that I want to see if I'm an operator, that helps me do my job and become more productive, more efficient, and fundamentally we can prove that through the data and the technology. We just need the right information with us at the right time. There we go.
Absolutely.
Fantastic to see. Cheers.
Cheers.